Hello again, everybody, and welcome to yet another edition of Brown's Latest. I'm Dave Grendzynski. Some people call me Grizzer, and I welcome you in to today's show. Thank you to everyone who has liked our previous episodes, who has subscribed to the channel, and to those of you who jump into the viewer comment section and make your voices heard. Exciting news, folks. We're going to start exclusive content coming in the next few weeks. We're going to have membership, so if you sign up, you can get exclusive access to live streams, all kinds of things. We're going to start adding to this channel, and it's all because of you and the support that you have shown our little show. The folks at Fan Arch, thank you. As do I. Can't thank you enough. I mean, this has been so much fun, and man, oh man, we really haven't even gotten started yet. So I appreciate it all. It's all coming. I'll keep you in the loop as I get more information. Now, coming up on today's show, what the heck is going on in Pittsburgh? Our main man, Myles Garrett, that contract still wreaking havoc for the Steelers. How about this? I told you I was going to try and find a light at the end of the tunnel on Gabriel, and I found it, I think. And it has to do with a scary comparison to a quarterback who is already in the league. The Canadian Football League released its negotiation list, and one of our quarterbacks is on it. And then how about this? Down in the viewer comments, we have a fan of another team who says he feels like he's cheating. Well, we'll find out what that's all about. But first things first. What is going on in Pittsburgh? Myles Garrett, that contract. I mean, we're still like, 2 months from the whatever we are from the season. And man, oh man, he is already causing problems in Pittsburgh. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, how that deal that he signed. Okay, so as much as I was like, maybe I don't sign him, I don't know, maybe I might flip the script on what I thought, because this contract is just causing problems for other teams already, as Myles Garrett will be causing problems for offense coming up. But listen to this. Adam Schefter, the man, Adam Schefter from ESPN said he's hearing Pittsburgh's talking about trading TJ Watt because of this contract thing. You know, I mean, he's in the last year of his deal that he signed in 2021. That was $112 million, which is $28 million a year. The problem? Myles Garrett's deal, $40 million a year, and TJ Watt says, how can he get $40 million a year and I only get $28 million a year, and my stats are better? And you go, TJ, for real? We'll take a look. He's not wrong. TJ Watt. All right, let's go over this. 100. He's already 30. Myles will turn 30 in October. So Myles is a little bit younger. So that's the one thing Myles has a leg up on him. But Watt has 108 career sacks. Garrett 102 and a half. The highest number of sacks that Watt recorded was in 2021, 22 and a half. Garrett had 16 twice in 2021 and 2022. Watt, 126 TFLs, tackles for loss, 12 fumble recoveries, 304 pressures, 225 quarterback hits, 103 knockdowns, 92 hurries, 27 batted passes, 6 interceptions, and 2 pick sixes. Garrett, 352 total tackles, 116 tackles for loss, 6 fumble recoveries, 280 pressures, 200 quarterback hits, 88 knockdowns, 88 hurries, 10 batted passes, no interceptions, no pick sixes. So, what does that mean? It means this is a complete mess for Pittsburgh, and I love it. That's what it means. Thank God for this. Like, you know, Watt's his stats are better. Oh well, you know. How about that? Is there a way we could just trade? We could get him and just have Myles and Watt on one side and Watt on the other, and then we can figure things out for McGuire and Alex Wright and the rest of the guys. Like, how, man, that would be insane. But I digress. All I'm saying is this is great, and we need this to just keep going. Now, of course, it's Pittsburgh, and I've said this before. I'm sure it'll be like last second, they'll come riding in on a white horse with a new contract or something right before the season starts or something, or during training camp. But, that picture that you saw of him with the peace sign, he put that out there in April. And the Pittsburgh News, it was on his Instagram. I went and looked. I couldn't find it. I don't know if he took it down or what. But that's from the Pittsburgh News, and he was possibly saying he's peacing out if he doesn't get a new contract. And now here we are in July, and Adam Schefter saying they're talking about trading him. So, hey, all right, we will keep our eyes on the situation. Now, the other thing we're keeping our eyes on is our quarterback situation. We got 4 of them. 2 of them are rookies. 1 of them's left-handed, and he's undersized. And we talked about Dillon Gabriel the other day, and I was looking for a light at the end of the tunnel. I was digging and digging and digging and digging, and I said, man, can't really find one. But then, I don't know how this popped into my head. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the Browns might see in Dillon Gabriel what Denver saw in Bo Nix. And Bo Nix is a guy that I wanted last year if we could have drafted him, but we didn't. But when I started comparing the 2 of them, holy moly, you talk about scary. These guys, like their careers in college are almost identical. And take a look here. Here's the comparison. All right. So Nix, of course, started it all. But Nix, he's another guy that seemed like he was in college for 9 years. But remember, Auburn and then Oregon. He led Auburn to 3 bowl appearances, including the Outback Bowl, the Citrus Bowl, the Birmingham Bowl. He was a team captain, true freshman starter. Then he went to Oregon. He transferred, and immediately their offense got 100 times better. He set the single season record for completion percentage in 2023, 77.4%. Led the nation in passing touchdowns. He finished 3rd in the Heisman voting, led Oregon to a 12-2 record, Pac-12 championship, and a Fiesta Bowl win. So over 15,000 yards, 113 passing touchdowns, 1,600 rushing yards, 38 rushing TDs, and 61 career starts, which was a record until Dillon Gabriel came along. Gabriel starts at UCF, then goes to Oklahoma, goes to Oregon, and every place he showed up, made an immediate impact as a freshman at UCF, 3,500 passing yards, led UCF to multiple bowl games. He said Oklahoma maintained high production, over 3,600 yards passing at Oklahoma, 30 touchdowns a season, a 30 touchdown season in 2023. That's where he started to show his dual threat ability at 12 rushing touchdowns. And then Oregon, we know about him. We saw him enough. We saw him twice at Ohio State. He transferred for that final season, started 14 games, 73% completion percentage, almost 3,900 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, and he broke Nix's record for career starts, 63. So he beat him by 2. So he's got almost 19,000 passing yards, 155 passing touchdowns, 1,200 rushing yards, 33 rushing TDs, and 63 compared to, these 2 are really almost identical in the stat department and just the careers in college. Bo Nix, known for his leadership, efficiency, and record-setting accuracy. Dillon Gabriel, a model of consistency and production, and, amassed more career passing yards and touchdowns. So what does this mean? So I said, okay, well, maybe that's what Denver saw when they drafted him and then started him right away. Because look at the year that Bo Nix put together last year. Immediate impact. He was named a starter for week 1. He's the first rookie in Denver to start an opener since John Elway. There's a name we don't like in Cleveland. He set the Broncos rookie records for passing touchdowns, completions, passing yards. He was ranked among the league's best in red zone efficiency. 22 touchdowns and just 1 interception inside the 20-yard line last year. He had some great performances. He completed over 80% of his passes in a big win against Atlanta week 11. He was NFL Rookie of the Month in October, 3-time NFL Rookie of the Week, a finalist for the Offensive Rookie of the Year, named co-offense Rookie of the Year by the Senior Bowl, finished 3rd and led the Denver to the playoff berth. This is a heck of a rookie season for Bo Nix. And so it just got me thinking. I'm like, okay, as scary as this comparison is did it lead to the decision by the Browns to take Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round? Because one of the things that I got to go back and dig into this a little bit more, but we always heard that the Browns wanted to draft their draft picks, they want them to be younger so they can want them almost a little bit raw so they can develop them. But this goes against it because Gabriel's a little older. I mean, he was in college for 6 years, a little bit older. So there's like they're going against that as well with Dylan Gabriel. But man, when I looked at this, I thought, man, maybe that comparison was enough to really drive them towards Dylan Gabriel and dig in on him, and they like what they saw. So I found a light at the end of the tunnel. That's what we're going with. I think they might see like they see Kenny Pickett could be the next Sam Darnold. I think they see Dylan Gabriel could possibly be the next Bo Nix, but I don't know. The problem is, Nix is 6'2". Gabriel's still 5'11" and left-handed, So could also say the same thing about Shedeur. I mean, Jackson State, Colorado, great things, both places. So maybe they looked at what happened with Denver and Bo Nix, and that's why they got both of these guys. So, but the comparison with Nix and Gabriel, they went to the same schools, and it was insane. When I started looking at it, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you're almost looking at the same guy. Okay, now speaking of Shedeur, did you hear about this? The Toronto Argonauts. They want him. They've got the rights to him already. They're like, if things don't work out in Cleveland, which they will, you could come to the Great White North. Yeah, the CFL released its negotiation list, and this is the first time they've ever made it public. And here's a quote from the commissioner of the CFL. His name is Stuart Johnson, and he said, "We are focused on giving fans and media more opportunities to connect with our product in entertaining and meaningful ways by making the full negotiation list public. Fans now have visibility into who their favorite," you see how they spell favorite? That's how they do it in Canada, favorite team's star could be, sparking discussion and debate and providing insight into how CFL rosters are built. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. This is a complete PR move by the CFL because, they get Shedeur's name out there, and no, this doesn't mean that Shedeur is negotiating with Toronto. It just means that they have the rights to sign him. Toronto, the Argonauts do. So, that's all that means. And yeah, I mean, who knows if Dion would even want him to go to Canada. But I'll say it's a smart marketing plug because, look, they got us talking about it, right? So, because who wants to do, nobody really talks about the Canadian Football League down here that much. I'll watch it. I like it. I mean, when there's nothing else on, I'll check it out. But then there are some guys have come from the Canadian Football League and done well in the NFL. But that's all this is, folks. That's all. It's just a PR move. The Browns are Shedeur is going nowhere. All of that potential on a rookie contract is going nowhere. Like I said, unless somebody wants to give us 9 number 1 picks, that's all. Then Andrew Berry might go, possibly, maybe, but we'll see. All right, now another thing that is going nowhere, and because this is 4th of July weekend, the viewer comments are booming. That's as close as you're going to get to fireworks on this show, and we're going to start today with Tim Green, 8432. Though right-handed, Fran Tarkenton was barely 6 feet and had a great NFL career back in the day with the Giants and the Vikings. I remember Tarkenton. Dylan Gabriel should be taking notes on his gameplay, the scrambler. Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's lots of guys he could be taking notes on, even right-handed quarterbacks. But how about this one? Great take, Tim Green. Appreciate it. Bro Willie, 4007 says, I thought Michael Vick, best quarterback ever, was left-handed. Yes, he was left-handed. He's ambidextrous actually, but yeah, he was left-handed, and we couldn't fit everybody on the list the other day, but he led the Falcons to the playoffs in 2002 and 2004. Didn't win a Super Bowl or anything like that, but I think even Shedeur could mimic some of the things Michael Vick did. Just because I love the style of play, his brashness, his confidence, and you see some of the similarities there, but definitely both our rookies could learn something watching some Michael Vick tape. All right, Herbal Gene. Historically, a losing franchise is somehow able to acquire funding for a new stadium. ? This is a Browns town. Herbal Gene, man. The Browns are an iconic franchise. and so important to the NFL. I mean, this franchise is the overall well-being that this franchise has on the NFL is you can't put a price on it. The worldwide coverage this team gets, the worldwide Browns backers. Did you see what we did to the old stadium when they moved us? We tore it down ourselves. We broke it apart. The fandom for the Cleveland Browns is just undeniable, unstoppable, and this new stadium, like, it was gonna like all they had to do was say, this is what we're doing. It's for the Browns. Let's go. And so, there is no stopping it. This is historically a losing franchise, but there is no denying the fandom for our Cleveland Browns. How about Black Dog 5? This is great. He says, the new stadium, it should be called the Junkyard. Remember we said they're going to call it Brownstown? He said they should be called the Junkyard so they could be the Junkyard Dogs. Which, I mean, they are going back. We're going back to the Dogs. We're going to try and, especially this year because it's the 40th anniversary, and so I said Denzel Ward, man, he could become like the new Mighty Minnie or the new Hanford Dixon, get everybody barking, get everybody going, but we're going back to that dog mentality, man. So the Junkyard, maybe that's like a section of it, the dog pound, and then maybe like a section of it, could be where the Junkyard Dogs all hang out. I don't know. But then we'll end on Big Slim. He says, Grizzer, as a Washington fan, I feel like I'm cheating on them watching all this Browns content. He says, let's go Sanders, hashtag QB1, hashtag my vote. Now, Big Slim, it's not cheating if you're only watching this show. This is the only show you go, and you're really not cheating if you're watching the exclusive content too. So that's really not cheating. Just so you know, that's how cheating works. If you're watching this show, not cheating. Okay, so there you go. But I appreciate you watching, Big Slim. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for everybody. All right, stay safe. Hey, more content coming to you. Hey, it's the holiday weekend. But we always got things to talk about when it comes to our Cleveland Browns. All right, that'll do it for today. Go Browns! We'll see you next time.